Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my Wordle tutorial, 8:30 a.m. Friday, April 18, 2025, and it is the 250th anniversary of Paul Revere's famous ride. Yeah. So in honor of that, we're going to pick the word horse. The horse did all the work, right? Paul just yelled a lot. Okay, but really cool moment in American history. And this is good. We got the R and the E, both green, so they're in those spots. We got a real good shot at getting this in 3 today. 3 or 4 at the most. So now let's use our ETAOIN SHRDLUC system. I'll write in the description for you to memorize. You need to know it. ETAOIN, E-T-A, real good start. O-I-N, ETAOIN SHRDLUC, S-H-R-D-L-U-C. So in other words, the next 5 most common letters in the English language left to right in this order are T-A-I-N-D. So what we want to do is we want to make a word with these 2 letters in those spots and the 3 of these letters. So let's start with the T. See, terse, I can't use it. Not seeing anything there. Put the A here. See, we're eliminating thousands of words immediately by using this data analytic system, math system. Reverse engineering, so to speak. A, not much there. I. You'd think there'd be a lot more words with R and E right there, and it's not. N, Norse, but can't use the O and the S. D, I, D, A. Okay, now at this point, I don't like to do this, but I'm not coming up with anything. So let's make a word with these letters because they're the common letters. The only thing I hate about this is you make this guess. You can't luck out and get it in 2 because you're not picking the E and the R. So, but A-I-N-T, we can go saint, but there's already the S, so let's go with faint. So you see what I'm doing? Faint. F-A-I-N-T. F-A-I-N-T. So we're using 4 of these 5 really common letters, and that should get us there in 3 guesses or 4 guesses. Okay, oops, faint, and let's see some more green. Okay, so all we got was the I. Now at this point, after the second guess, is a good time to go over your vowels. Can't use the A, we can use the E. Maybe there's a second E. There's an I, so probably not a second E. O, no, and the U and the Y, sometimes Y are still on the table. So now we have to decide where the I goes. Let's use our ETAOIN SHRDLUC system one more time. E-T-A-O-I-N SHRDLUC, S-H-R-D-L-U-C. So in other words, the next 4 most common letters in the English language, left to right, are D-L-U-C in that order. So, okay, there's a real obvious answer, so I think we got it. So, start with the D, D-I-R-G-E, dirge, which is like a funeral song, a dirge. So, let's see what else. But the D is the most common letter, I-R-G-E, so that's the obvious answer. L-I-R something, U-I-R-C-I, yeah. So that's it, and that could well be it. We've really just eliminated almost every other word. And sometimes it just comes down to that's the only choice. And there you go. Okay, so that just kind of worked out nicely. Sometimes it didn't yesterday. Yesterday I came down to review that giveaway spoiler in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was stood, S-T-O-O-D. That double O can be tricky. So you had stood, stool, or stoop. And if you go by letter frequency, I should have guessed in the order stood, stool, stoop. But I went backwards and went stoop, stool, stood, not paying attention to my letter frequency rule, and took 5 guesses instead of 3 or 4. So, okay. Well, that's it. Also today, the San Francisco earthquake was April 18th, 1906. So today's the 109th anniversary of that tragedy. Okay, we'll see you for the next video. Bye.